428 bales of soybean straw. Can you believe it? Absolutely incredible. It really is. You know what? Let me just turn this off for a moment so I'm not talking over the engine. But yeah, been making a dent in these over the last few days. Started picking them up. Got quite a bit going on though. So and it's been dry constantly. So no rain at all. So I've been able to afford to leave them out in the field for a bit. I'll crack on with that in a bit. But as you can see, the field is just littered with them all over the place. 428 bales. Absolutely amazing. Now, they're big bales, 240 centimetres, 9,000 litres. To put it into litres, just under 4 million, 3.852 to be precise. But yeah, absolutely incredible. Now, Clara's going to come back to the field shortly and join me when she has finished the slurry and manure sorting out into the BGA. But there are plans afoot, as always. There she is there in the distance. Hard at it. But yeah, there's always something going on in the background, isn't there? So I'm going to give myself a break from these bales for a little bit, and I'm going to take you over to where it's all been going on these last couple of weeks. Just look at the cornfield now. Look at the corn. Tall, healthy, vibrant. It's looking good. Really cannot wait to get the harvesters into here and get all this harvested. And this is part and parcel to do with the reason why things have been going on the farm these last couple of weeks. Got to think about grain storage, haven't I? Because the quantities that we're going to get out of this field are going to be absolutely enormous. Now, I know Jack has been very helpful over the last few years in allowing me to take up a little bit of space in his corn dryer when it's come to getting my corn out the ground. But I can't expect him to be able to manage this. This will just have his silo bulging at the seams. Now, I haven't got the space in my silo for these kind of quantities either, have I? Not a chance. We've got just under $500,000 worth of soybeans in there at the minute. That's going to be sitting there till June, July next year for sell time. But what we're going to get out of here is going to be absolutely gigantic. So, hence why I've had my brain thinking again and again. So, let's take you over to the new site. Well, here we are. So, as you can see, we have ourselves a pretty decent sized concrete pad, or gravel concrete anyway. I've had the contractors out the last couple of weeks, as you can see. They're still they're kind of finished off what they need to do now, the preparation work to prepare the ground to take a new silo system that I've been getting sorted. So I've been on the phone to AGI. They are going to be coming along very soon. I'm going to be constructing, hopefully pretty quickly, a massive corn dryer complex that I've got going on here. A huge capacity. Obviously, as you can see, it takes up a huge footprint of land, but the landscapers have been out, as you can see, and created this nice big pad to accept it. So these guys are almost done here now anyway. As you can see, they're all loaded up, ready to take off. But yeah, just thought I'd show you what's going to be going down here. So it's going to be propane powered, of course, like they all are. Hello, there she is. But yeah, propane powered. We'll have some propane tanks. We'll have to start getting deliveries of propane in. But yeah, it's got to be done. Absolutely has to be done, because, as I said before, the quantities of corn that we're going to need to be managing are going to be vast. So, anyway, I need to crack on anyway. I've got many, many hundreds of bales to get out of that field. I'm going to do my best to carry on my own for now until Clara can join me. And then we can tag team it and hopefully get it done a bit quicker. But I've got a funny feeling it's going to take us pretty much the rest of the day. It's just before lunchtime now. It's about 11:15 in the morning. Don't think she's got much left to do with the cow stalls and the cow barns. Slurry and manure has all been shifted over to the biogas plant. And then we can concentrate on these bales. Tell you what, that was a very long day, but we got it done eventually. It's just turned 8 o'clock at night now, so it's completely dark. A bit cold and all, to be honest. But fully loaded up. So this barn here, we've got 251 bales stashed in there, and in that one over there it is completely full at 360 bales, all at 9,000 litre bales, 240 centimetres. That comes to just under, literally just under 5.5 million litres of straw. So the cows are going to be well bedded for quite a long time. That's the main thing, isn't it? That's what we can take from that. But yeah, what a day. Very, very busy. So I think we're going to call it now for today. There's clearly not a huge amount we can get done, but tomorrow it's all about the grass. We need to get the grass mown tomorrow. I've just had a call from the guys at AGI as well. They're hopefully going to be coming along in the next couple of days to make a start on the new grain bin complex that's going to be going up down there. So I'm very excited for that. But yeah, like I say, tomorrow is all going to be concentrating on the grass. So let's get ourselves tidied up, bed down for the night, and I'll catch you in the morning. Morning. I'm just dropping the front weight off of this Optum here. I've given Clara the use of the big Magnum on the floaters this morning because I remembering back to the last time I mowed that plot of land with the grass mower. I was running the Magnum with the floaters, wasn't I? And I seem to remember that because I'm assuming it could have been because of the bounciness of the wheels, if you want to call it that, the front mower kept on lifting over areas of grass and missing it. So I'd logged that in my brain, just so next time, being today, that we run the Optum and see if it makes any kind of a difference at all. So, but yeah, we're going to crack on with the mowing. We're going to start off with the big field down the lane here, and we'll finish off with a smaller grass field there as well. Now I need to also alter the swath dropping function of the mower, the big mower that sits at the back, because we've got the big Claas windrower now on the farm. I don't need to worry about the swath dropping function of the mower, so we'll just spread it wide, as it were. So need to get everything hooked up and get over to the field. So I'll hitch everything up here. Catch you in a few moments. Rightio, so this is going to be the first proper big cut we get from this field, isn't it? In its current state now. The last time it was only a tiny fraction of the size it is now, so I'm hoping to get a huge quantity of grass out of this thing. So I am going to start at this far end here, work my way down and up, run the centres first, then finish off on the headlands, as I say, with the mower now set to widespread instead of dropping swaths. So let's crack on with this field. I'll jump into the next field as well when we've got this one done, and I'll pick you up in a few hours' time.
I hoped we were gonna a place where love could grow, but in a different way. Bigger than they'd say. Now looking at you keep me going back to those days, capable of keeping track of how many nights could pass. Cheap hotels and driving fast, and the radio playing our soundtrack. Broken love, tequila and bluegrass. Evenings just like movie scenes along the roads in Tennessee. Dreaming of what we could be from the back of your dad's red truck. Those days we were invincible. Splitting up would be unthinkable. Though at times it made me cynical, I wouldn't change a single thing. 'Cause you gave me you keep me going back to those days, incapable of keeping track of how many nights could pass. Cheap motels and driving fast, and the radio playing our soundtrack. Broken love, tequila and bluegrass. Evenings just like movie scenes along the roads in Tennessee. Dreaming of what we could be from the back of your dad's red, from the back of your dad's red truck.
And what a job that was. That was just north of 3 hours it's taken me to cut that grass. That is the longest lawn mowing I've ever performed. But just look at it though. Grass rose as far as the eye can see. So, I have been on the phone as well to AGI. They are planning now on, now that the foundation is down, they're hopefully going to be coming along in the next couple of days. I have told them ideally I could do with it being built before the end of the month, because I do need somewhere to put my corn once I've harvested out the ground, and he doesn't seem to think that's a problem. They have everything in stock to build the thing. It is one of their bigger setups. This one consists of 9 bins in total, 7 medium-sized ones and 2 absolute whoppers. Obviously there's a lot more to it than that, but yeah, this is one of their biggest setups, so he reckons with maybe 10 or 15 guys on board they can have it done in a week or so. So I'm extremely excited for that. But I'll tell you what though, jumping into the Optum and doing the mowing with the Optum has made a world of difference when it comes to the bounciness and the missing bits that I was experiencing with the Magnum on the floaters. This has done admirably well. It's barely missed anything. If not, I don't think it's missed any at all, if I'm honest. It's done very, very well. So, but I have made the executive decision. I'm just doing this field for today. I'm not going to bother with that one, with this one taking so long. I need to get this one rowed up and get it picked up and put into the fertiliser, so I'll get Clara on board for that at some point soon. But the first stage is done, at least. That's the main thing. So I'm going to crack on. I'm going to get this lot back over there, and I'll pick you back up when I'm hitching up the rower, I reckon. Alright, there's us all hooked up. Got the windrower attached now, so let's get back in that grass field and try and get most of this done if we can. It's to be expected, isn't it, the length of time it takes to get these jobs done. I have made the field a million times bigger than what it was, so it's going to take a lot longer to get done, isn't it? So it's kind of my own doing. But it's all good. It's all good. I'm very keen to see the quantities we're going to get out of this field. I really am. Now, I have just also had another phone call, something that had actually slipped my mind regarding the cornfield. It's another little bit of an income stream we're going to get. The corn stalks. Now, I don't really have use for the corn stalks anymore. Now that I've got my total mix ration machine there, that doesn't actually use corn stalks to make total mix ration, whereas I used to use them all the time. But the amount of corn stalks we're going to get from this field is going to be absolutely massive. So I've just had a phone call from one of the local guys over at the Taheton County Fairgrounds, and they buy it in. for a couple of bucks. So, looking forward to that, because we're going to have a huge quantity of that. So again, once we've harvested the corn, I can run the rower in the field and beef up the rows of the corn stalks, get them all picked up, and make another decent amount of money from that as well. So that's it was something that slipped my mind, but yeah, more money. Can't grumble at that, can I? Right, well, here we are again, back at this big grass field. So hopefully it's not going to take quite as long as the mowing, but the reality is it's probably a good couple of hours ahead of me before I get this field all sorted out. So let's get this beastie unfolded, shall we? And as before, I'll see you in a wee while. Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks since I picked the camera up. I do apologise for that. There hasn't been a huge amount going on, apart from a mass erecting of my new bin dryers. So the AGI guys did arrive the day after I finished off mowing the grass here. So I thought I'd lend them a hand, jump on board. An extra pair of hands wouldn't go amiss, get the job done a little bit quicker, I suppose. Now, speaking of the grass, and oh, here's my first propane delivery. awesome stuff. We'll go catch them up in a second or two. But yeah, the grass field, record yields from this thing, from my side of things anyway. We achieved from this field 1,248.2 tonnes of grass, to be precise, which is utterly incredible. So the fermenting silo down there near the BG8, that has been hard at work. But what an incredible amount we got from this field. It did take me from dawn till dusk a whole day picking it out the field, because of the size of the rows, and obviously the yield in total. The forage wagon was being filled up from 0 to 100% within about 100 yards on each row, so it took an entire day. About 2.5 tanks of fuel in the Optum, but yeah, it was quite a bit of work, I've got to say. Anyway, the AGI bins, let's go show you that. So we need to, do you know what, let's see if we can Indiana Jones this thing, shall we? So get it shut, jump in, come on, squeeze out, there we go. So the view's changed a little bit from here, what do you think, in the distance there? Yeah, let's go check it out. So here we are. Check the size of that thing out, eh? And they're just pulling up there to load up the first of the propane tanks there. But this is quite a thing. This is now my one-size-fits-all grain bins. Just look at the size of it. It's absolutely massive. About a week and a half, just under 2 weeks it took to get this thing fully built. But it is amazing. It really is. Got a few floodlights as well installed, just in case I'm working down here at night in the dark. Let's just turn that off for now. Look at the size of it, eh? Proper farm now. So, we have 9 bins in total. It can take and hold, well, 9 products. It can take corn or dried corn. Obviously, it's got a big tank for propane. We've got capacity for wheat, for barley, for canola, for sunflowers, for soybeans, for oats and for sorghum. In total, the whole thing can take 34,937.4 tonnes of produce, of grain. So it's quite a thing, it really is. So we are now ready to sort our cornfield out when it comes. Now we have, since it was built, myself and Clara spent a couple of days shifting over the quantity of oats and of soybeans into here. So the silo that's still over at the farm is completely empty. I'm still undecided whether to have that dismantled or not, but we'll figure that one out. So yeah, I can come up to this control box here and turn the fans on. So we can get drying the corn when it's in. As you can imagine, it does use quite a lot of electricity when that's running, so we'll turn that off for now because we don't need it. I've got a cover that I can cover the grate over here, which is pretty cool. There you go, branded and everything. I suppose I may as well leave that cover on for now everything's loaded in. But yeah, I'll take you up to the top as well while we're here. The propane guy's just loading up there. But yeah, kind of have a good look around from up here. Got a really good view. Let's get ourselves right up here. Check this out, eh? Look at that. Survey all we own. Almost. If it wasn't for the trees. What a thing, though. What a thing. So happy with this. I really am. But, for now, I'll go sort the propane guy out. I suppose the next thing to do is start getting this thing filled.